Outside right now as we give you a live look of downtown San Angelo. Not a bad one for us. A little bit of cloud cover, but all in all, it has not been a bad day. 97 degrees, lots of sunshine out there. Dew points have been in the lower 50s. So that's giving us a relative humidity right now at about anywhere between 20 and 21%. That's been kind of the rule of thumb practically all day. And an east-northeast wind right now at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. We'll drop down into the 80s and then eventually into the 70s by the time we get through about midnight. And then I think we'll drop closer to the upper 60s, low 70s, much like where we were today. So a very comfortable night in store for us across all of West Texas. Of course, the heat is still here. It is September. It is unusual, but it's not rare. Temperatures tomorrow, once again, back into the upper 90s. We'll be at 100 degrees as we roll through your day on Saturday. 99 on Sunday, and then we're back into the middle 90s for the start of next week. Temperatures will run between 5 and 10 degrees above average for this time of year. The average of 91 drops to 90 on Saturday. So if you are just as good at math as I am, you're probably noticing, well, that doesn't make any sense. You're off by a degree. Well, that's why. Saturday temperatures, the average temperature across West Texas will drop to about 90 degrees. The weather community is still focused on Hurricane Dorian, which is still a relatively strong Category 2 storm right now. Winds at about 105 miles per hour makes it a Category 2. It's moving to the northeast at about 10 miles per hour, still, though, flirting with the Carolina coast. And that has been the case with this entire forecast period, from along the eastern sections of Florida now to southeastern sections of North Carolina and northeastern sections of South Carolina. That has where it has been. And that, of course, are where the concerns are. Flooding concerns for all really inland as you get to the I-95 corridor in central North Carolina. But even today, a lot of these storms that are moving in creating some tornado concerns. In fact, not just little simple tornadoes. We're talking supercell tornadoes. And the reason why is because what we have is this frictional flow of wind coming in from the northeast, as well as wind kind of being sucked in on the backside of the system. And so it's that alongside the actual land itself that gives us that a lot of circulation at the Earth's surface. And so that is why there is actually a tornado watch in place for parts of eastern North Carolina, from the state line of Virginia, North Carolina, down through almost Wilmington in North Carolina. So here's the rainfall forecast. Again, this is the concern. Anywhere between 3 and 7 inches of rain is possible. This doesn't account for storm surge, where we're looking anywhere from 2 to maybe 9 to 10 feet. It really depends on where you live. Certainly you're not living there, but for people who live there right now, certainly a bad concern. The track by the National Hurricane Center still has it as a Category 2 storm overnight tonight and first thing tomorrow morning, just to the west of Jacksonville. Ironically enough, Jacksonville, North Carolina. And then it rolls through the Outer Banks of North Carolina as we head through the afternoon on Friday. Here's 2 o'clock. And then finally looking to completely pull out of the United States by the time we get into the early part of the weekend. And then it'll be a problem for Canada by the time we get into Saturday and Sunday. Your forecast tonight doesn't call for any rain as much as we need it. Temperatures drop down to 69, mainly clear and quiet overnight. Winds will stay calm. Tomorrow, a hot one for us, 99. Sun rises at 7:21. Big Country 7-day. It's just hot. Next 3-4 days, 96 on Monday, 96 on Tuesday. I am watching our next potential chance for rain. I've shifted it by a day. I have not gotten rid of it, so don't come at me on Facebook saying that I've changed the forecast. It's still there. Tuesday night, Wednesday, Thursday, that's what I'm looking at right now. A little less in the way as we head through Tuesday and Wednesday. Better coverage possibly by this time next week. Temperatures, though, not completely terrible by the time we get through next week, with temperatures right around the middle 90s. Tim?